Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Amateur Priority Toys. Today we are looking at another 1/6 scale deluxe collector figure by DC Direct. This is going to be the Flash, the Golden Age the Flash, also known as Jay Garrick. And just like for the Green Lantern review, I am decked out with my Flash bling. So I love every opportunity to walk around, run errands as a full-grown man with a plastic ring that came with a comic book. Very cool. Not as fancy as the Green Lantern ring, but still pretty cool. So here we go. Let's take a look. Here's our box. Nice picture of the figure. Really cool effect they got here. I also like this, the background. These kind of like background set pieces look really nice for your toy photography. As you see, he still has the plastic insert. Golden Age the Flash. Here we go. This box, if you want to pause and read that. And then this side looks exactly the same. Top, the Flash, bottom, copyright, all that stuff. So, just like with the Green Lantern, I got a very good deal on this guy. This one was actually a little bit more. He was $49. And I knew I wanted the Green Lantern, and I kind of debated on this guy for a little bit. But ultimately, I decided if I'm getting one, I might as well get the other. So, decided just to do it. So $50 for new Jay Garrick. Hold on one second. I have been having issues with my lights. They like to just turn off randomly. I might have to invest in some new ones. So, get rid of his plastic. Little tissue paper. So this is all you got to see in the last video, and I gave a little sneak peek of him. So there he is. There you go, you can pause and read that. Another cool effect on that photography right there. So there he is in the box. As you can see, we got his gold helmet up here, and we have two extra hands. We just tilt this up. There he is. Get a light on him. He looks very good. Really like him. So let's get him out of the box. So real quick, before I forget, let's make sure he doesn't have that issue that the Green Lantern had, which is where his emblem was stuck to the plastic. No, it looks like he's got a little more room in there. He's not pushed up against it, which is nice. So he should not have that issue, but let's find out. Okay, so we have freed Jay Garrick from his plastic imprisonment. And down here we have his nice gold-plated, or sorry, it's like chrome-plated hat. We have his extra hands, which are very interesting. I'll talk about those in a second. And then we have his stand, which does have the Flash logo, and the adjustable waist grabber. I don't know what you would call that. And then here we have our Jay Garrick. And just like the Hal Jordan, his face looks very, very good. Like the detailing in the eyes, the eyebrows, the hair sculpting. He's got a few little paint splotches there on the side. And I'm not sure if it's this lighting, but it seems like his face is just slightly different color than his neck, but not really noticeable from far away. He did not have that issue with the emblem that Green Lantern had. However, he did have an issue with his feet. Because these were leather, Green Lanterns were not. They were this more fabric-y. Because these were leatherish, the wire that was holding them in place left these scratch marks. Not too big of a deal. From what I've seen online, it seems like a lot of these figures have that issue. But I'm starting to think maybe that's why this guy didn't have them for very expensive. But let's take a closer look at our JK. Okay, I've got my lights back on. Hopefully they stay on. So let's take a closer look. So let's try putting on his hat. So it's got some little foam things on there. I'm assuming will help it stay on his head. So it looks like just sort of rests on there. I mean, it stays good enough, but it's almost like this front foam piece kind of just latches onto his hair, keeps it from falling that way. So not too bad, but some certain angles you can see the foam insert sticking out, so I don't like that. And I'm wondering if this guy had actually been opened before. The tape was a little suspicious on there. I don't know if it was the factory tape. He was tied up in there though, so if this person did rebox, and they did a pretty good job. So I'm not sure if DC Direct put these foam inserts there or if somebody who owned him did. Try to get it to fit better. Not really sure, but he looks really good. You see he's got, this is also kind of chrome plated, nice and shiny, his belt. He's got nice leather on the black. It's got yeah, I think he must have been opened before, because it looks like this is wear and tear from taking him on and off the stand. I'm gonna guess he's been opened before, but his joints feel pretty good. This one's a little loose, but not too bad. So he has his fist hands on there. I guess I should go over his articulation first. So his head, this is gonna fall off. I'm just gonna take it off. You can look down, look up about that much. Should fully rotate. You can kind of tilt. Yeah, this is pretty loose. Not too bad. So then go in and out, fully rotate. It's got an upper bicep cut, double jointed. So his arms do not, they're just on a swivel, so they'll just rotate at his wrists. So he's got an upper ab crunch. He's got like a lower ab crunch. Can't really go side to side, just a little bit. Can rotate. Legs go out, forward, not really back. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Looks like he's got a cut down here. And then he's got his ankles should go, I don't want to move them too much because there's leather. They'll go forward. Won't really go side to side, but they'll rotate there. Okay, so that's his articulation. I want to point out on his hands, really nice detail. Look at the veins sculpted there. It looks really nice. He's wearing a sort of like spandex. It looks like he's just wearing a really like tight compression shirt. Like he's about to go to the gym, and he looks pretty ripped too. So he's doing pretty good. So let's talk about his extra hands for a second. So, will he stand? Yes, he will. So looking at his hands, they've got some really nice detail. So you can see he's got fingernails, veins that are really the same on each hand. They look a little different. Very nice detail. Like you can see the skin in between the thumb and the back of your hand area. Really nice. So these are going to be the bendy wire, just like the Hal Jordan. And these, they almost feel rubbery, but not totally. It's weird. It gives it this kind of like fleshy vibe, which I've never had on an action figure, where like the skin tone feels sort of skinish. It's not gross or anything, it's actually kind of neat. So those are his hands. So they are changeable. So you can have him gesturing, pointing, if you bend the fingers and all that. It doesn't come with anything to hold unless you have him hold his hat. So you just kind of have him like salute with these, or if you prefer the running with the open palms as opposed to the fisted running, you can switch him for that, which I think I might do. So let's switch his hands and see how. Okay, so here we have him in a nice running pose with the open palms, and it looks really good. The back one does look a little funny if the sleeve comes up a little bit. It just makes his wrists look really wide in a way that the fists don't. So I would probably switch this one and leave this one a fist, maybe leave that one open palm. But still really good. One of the big strengths I think of these like stands is they are adjustable. So like for Hal Jordan Green Lantern, I had it at the very top so that you could be kind of like in a flight pose. This one I have lowered a little bit, so he has one foot on the ground and he is running. I also like to have it up here as opposed to on his waist, because as you can see there's a little bit of scuffing there. I'm assuming from somebody who already owned this before me. But yeah, so there we go. There he is. It's looking really nice. So my only complaints with him are going to be that his helmet does not stay on very well. I mean, when he's just sitting there, it looks fine. But certain angles, you can see that little foam insert, which again, I don't know if that was DC Direct or not. I like the inclusion of these other hands. This is definitely something they could have omitted from him, because he would just be in a running pose all the time anyways. So it's nice you have that option. And I like the way the suit looks. This is a downside. That's just kind of a result of time. It's not necessarily DC Direct's fault. It is, you know, a 20-year-old figure or more maybe. So, oh, and there go my lights. Well, anyways, time to wrap this up anyways. So I'm gonna pull out Hal and just do a quick comparison of the two, and then call it a day. So yeah. Okay, so there you guys go. My two DC Direct 1/6 scale collectible figures. As you can see, they look very good together. I think they look extremely good for over 20 years old. They are good quality for the time, and I think for the most part they have stood the test of time, with the couple exceptions of just the leather on the shoes and Green Lantern's little chest emblem, but minor issues for me. They look great, so very happy to have them and can't wait to set them up in my display case. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like these guys? Do you have any others? Which ones would you recommend? I would definitely recommend these two if you can find them for a decent price. So anyways guys, go ahead and check out my Instagram for more toy photography, and thanks again for watching. Alright, I'll see you guys later.